Well, hello everybody, Smith here, and welcome back to another Minecraft Dinosaurs episode. Yes, we're back in JurassiCraft 1.8 in our lovely Jurassic World. Yeah, it's about time. I thought before we say bye-bye, I thought we'd just say goodbye, proper goodbye to this area for a while, guys. You can come and see this in my download, remember, but you haven't got the last two exhibits because we did the last two exhibits with the Therosaurus. There are lots of them there as well. I didn't realise I put so many out. And so these builds are here, and we're now going to go back to the main lake area. But I thought we'd just play. Oh, we've got lots of. I've just realised now. I've got lots of blocks out. So sorry, lots of. Oh God, can't get me words out tonight. We've got basically 24 chunks. That's loading. That's why it was a bit there. So there's our Carnotaurus, of course, Gigantosaurus over here. Oh, listen to that. So we've got all our pens, and we've got baby Gigantosaurus here as well as the big one. The big one. There's quite a few baby ones here actually. Oh yeah, hiding under there, hiding under the trees. Gigantosaurus. Oh yes, quite slow frame rates there, and we put both the Rugops and the Herosaurus in here as well. I would really hope these make a return to JurassiCraft 1.12. Be looking forward to some of those coming back, guys. And then over here we have got, what's over here? Oh, the Suchomimus. Now remember, guys, in my download from my last map, this is in the mod pack. It is basically a Spinosaurus skin. So this is one Spinosaurus. And the proper Spinosaurus is over here in the Spinosaurus paddock. Oh, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to build the gates. The big gates. Which gives us an idea, actually, because the gates are quite big. And we're going to have to sort of, not like those sort of gates with the metal bits in them. As usual, we just have to toggle downfall again. There. All right. So what I'll say, guys, before we just say bye to that, I want to say please sub if you're new to this. There's hundreds of JurassiCraft videos, and I'm doing animals as well, Minecraft animals. So there we go. Where's my Spinosaurus gone? Wait. Hold on. I thought we had Spinosaurus in here. We did have Spinosaurus in here. I am sure we had the Spinosaurus in here. I don't know where the Spinosaurus has gone. Seems to have disappeared. They sometimes disappear. It's pretty odd. I thought we had the Spinosaurus in here. But, right. And I can't remember now. The trouble is, we'll get Suchomimus in here as well. So we might as well just put that back in here. Don't know where the Spinosaurus has gone. So let's just go and get a Spinosaurus egg. In fact, that must have gone specially so that we could show a Spinosaurus. Now, if we get the female, let me just get this. Because the new ones you can choose. But this is the trouble. Yeah, the big problem is what are we going to get? We got the Spino. That's alright. We're very happy. I'm not going to try another one because I don't want the Suchomimus in here. There you go, Spinosaurus. So we're going to head back to our normal world because, as I say, last time we mentioned the big gates. I've got a good picture of it, so we're going to do sort of a representation of it, and let's head over there now. So here we go, we're by the lake, the Hilton, the unfinished big hotel there, but there we go, we'll do it one day. And obviously the main park itself, T-Rex Kingdom, Mosasaurus Arena with a Tylosaurus in it, and then this great big gap here. So rather than the film which got it wrong, and it's been admitted that the film's wrong, we are going to put the gates in here. Now, interestingly, why? I've been thinking about this since I last described. Why would you have those great, big, massive gates? Why would you? Anybody know? Anybody work it out? Well, I think I have. The gates, they also have got that classic Jurassic Park like emblem as well. Well, why would you have gates? Well, it's a known fact that this is a saltwater lake. Yeah, there we go. Blow that one out of the water. And that's the saltwater river that goes to the sea. So what happens with the sea? There's tidal. I don't know how big the tide is over in Isla Nublar, which is off Costa Rica. I've never been to Costa Rica, but it has tides. So how do you keep the lake full. Well, when they built the lake, because it's been described as a man-made lake, they'd have to have some dock off great big gates like a lock in a canal, because the water would go down. That means you could only bring ships in when it's high tide, and there'd be only certain times when they could bring in. So they could have these wonderful and massive Jurassic gates. Now, quite funnily enough, on the picture, I'm gonna have to scale it down a bit because I've made it big enough. But yeah, so we've literally got the gates in the middle with the Jurassic. See, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out some more. What we're going to do is do the gates and see what happens. I think I might have to dig out a bit more, or just try and fit them into this area over here just for fun. And I really want, I think the line needs to be about here. Yeah, I think the line needs to be about here. And then there's like a square area, and then the actual narrow gates are just here. See, I'm not sure whether this will spoil it, but we're going to have a go at it anyway and see how we do it and keep it. It's quite, actually, it's going to be quite easy. It's going to be quite quick. First things first are the actual blocks for the gate. So what I'll have to do first of all, guys, is I'm just going to lay out like a pattern on the ground for you, just so that we can get the gates right, and then I'll come back once I've laid out the format of this. I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So here you go, guys. Here is this is the base. It's actually the base. I haven't put any fancy bits on yet, which is what we do well. And I've been toying around here with a gap. We can always make the gap smaller if I need to. We can't really make it bigger, but I haven't put all the fancy bits on. And it's quite big. The one thing hasn't got Minecraft. I haven't got 1.1.2 here, so I can't put a vehicle in it, because I was going to put a Jeep on here. But I think that's, yeah, there's a Jeep, Ford Explorer type vehicle over here. Which yeah, so we're going to do that. It's quite a lot of intricate design, e.g. The pillars here, where the obviously this is a hole in here, so the gates come out of here, sort of thing. Yeah, that might be about, oh, it might be a 5. 1 2 3 4. Maybe, I think the 4 would be the size of the gate, and they come out of the wall here. So, oh, maybe I should put, yeah, that's it. Maybe I should do it 6 and then put the gates coming out. That would make it a bit more impactful. Because if you have the gates, yeah, the gates would come out. They're going to be 4. The gates are going to be 4 wide, and then it actually shows that you can see inside where the gates come out. So it's quite interesting. Maybe I'll go one higher here. Yeah, there we go. So I've got things to do, and then the gates will come out because they've got like struts inside. So I could do 1 2 struts. Yeah, 1 2 struts. We should have a look. I'll have a look at the gates. I've got close up of the gates. So that, I think that's probably, yeah, that would be sort of roller gates coming out of there. That's about the right size, actually, if we get it. Of course, I've got to make the rollers. I've got to make the flatbed there for the boats to come in as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some design of the gates, and I shall come back again. So welcome back, guys. We've yeah, done quite a bit, to be honest, since last time. I've even started putting in, I've made sure we've got mechanics in the gates as well, because the gates will roll out either side from here. So here is, in fact, that's a good point, actually. That should be a gap there. I've just worked out now. As the gates roll out, a pathway would need to come out and meet. So the gates would roll out. There'd be a gap at the back there as the gates rolled out. So anyway, I was just putting them in. I've just thought about that as I do. I keep thinking about all these things. So I'm leaving the gates open because that's the way I want to do it, because that's how it was in the movie. They were left open. The tide is in, so there we go. And you can see what I've done is just I've put some lighting in. The gates are hollow inside. I've also put lighting underneath as well. That's the point, because I wanted it all lit up at night. And I've put the stairwell on, which is in the movie, because I've got a couple of slides from the movie. And then what I've done is put, and it's pretty clean at the moment, so what I intend to do is put mossy blocks on the bottom, I think, once it's done. But the walls are all there, the gate's all there, so the gate is sort of closing or opening. So what I've got to do is there's quite a few things I can't do with this, because this is a scaled down version, because I reckon from this corner up to here on the one in the movie, it's about 100 meters. I've done it about 50 meters, so I haven't done it 100 meters. So I'm not too fussed, to be honest, because I just want the gates. I thought about doing a docks here, a proper jetty and docks as well, which would feed the park as such. So what I've got to do is the two gates, the two pillars here as well. With lights on the top, and I've got to put some lights on and stuff, so I'm doing it. I'm just keeping the aesthetics, but being careful what I do, not doing too much. I mean, if it was double the size, I could basically do this. What I could do is on the double side one, these come out twice as far, and then there's like a lip. If you look very closely, there's a lip on the top, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going to keep it quite basic as this and keep the shape going, as it's not a full size one. But there we go. As such, very similar to some of my other builds. I just put the railings on, and then I'm going to put some buildings on it, sort of thing, and have the shape of that. Let's just do this to the end. There's also already, I've posted some pictures on Twitter, and obviously Michael, who's developed the Jurassic World Explorer. So it's on the wrong side of the lake. Yeah, I know it's on the wrong side of the lake, but of course on our maps, all the Isla Nublar maps, the river comes in from the south, which this is, and there's no river. There's no river over that side. Absolutely no river. And of course the JFK, what JFK has done, I call it Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the lake is almost now like double the size. If you've seen the shots, it looks so big compared with the Jurassic World. So I'm just going to keep it sort of to scale and to Minecraft scale. So I thought you want to see that, guys. I'm going to build a load more now and start doing the big pillars, which are quite magnificent. So I've got to, what it looks like is that's the gate, and then this actually continues all the way back. There's some couple of like towers on it. There's a building here and a building there, probably ferry port buildings type. They're very small, they're not very big buildings. And then there's a building over here like a warehouse, so I might do a warehouse as such. Right, we'll come back once we've built some more. So here we go, I've done half, and the reason why I've done half is you'll see, because once you've built half, I can use MC Edit to do the other half. I've made some quite a bit of alterations, to be brutally honest. First thing is, let's go and see the gates inside. I couldn't, after I'd mentioned something, I couldn't not do it. So in here, guys, when you get to the end of the gate comes out. In fact, good point, that needs to be, I've just realised now you can't have that there. The gate comes out to there. It will then carry on. I've just realised now that will carry on. So we've got to have a footpath. I've just realised that's good. It's got to go out. I've counted the number of bricks back. I'll show you in a minute. So when the gate comes out, there's a walkway here. The walkway is suspended to there. So when the gate fully comes out to that position, the pistons. Oh, that's not. Just do one more. Yeah. So look at this down here, guys. Then I'll have to go down here. Look at this down here. There's a big hole. There's a big hole, guys. Whoa! It's the pistons. Let's go down and have a look. So this is the base of the gates. The gates are on rollerballs. Like, have you ever seen a rollerball? Then they slide, and then we've put these great big pistons in here. I thought I'd just do it for fun, guys. The pistons are here. In fact, what I should have done is just done like a piston housing, to be honest. Yeah, that would have been better, wouldn't it? A piston housing. That's what I should have done with them all. It's a bit like my Star Wars builds. I'm sort of taking, you imagine the Star Wars builds are so big, the mechanics, that you have to sort of go big. There you go. One more. So that's what we will do, and then I'll show you the other amendments I've made to this. So you can go in there now. There you go. And that's the walkway. So when the gate comes out, it keeps pushing out to there. I think what I've got to do, yeah, I've done that. It's probably going past that point. It's a bit more dangerous. The gate slide as well. So maybe I have to come all the way out to where it comes out there. Yeah, so I have to carry it on. Should have thought of that, guys. Because I've only got the gates half open as such. And the reason why we're only doing it on one side, because the other side hasn't got this set, is, as I say, if I use MC Edit and that slides, it's all mechanical sliding. MC Edit, I will now copy this whole side and transfer it over to this side. Now, the trouble is it's a bit longer over here, so it won't exactly match. But, oh yeah, of course I've done this as well. There's so much. So many things. In fact, the only thing that's missing, now in two different places it shows different light. In one film it shows this as blue, and on the other film it shows it as red. So I thought one should be red and one should be blue for shipping, to know which side to go. So I can't remember which it is, and it should be the same both ways. So the lights shine differently each way, which is quite hard to do, to be brutally honest. But if I did this and then put, oh, I don't know if this will go on the top. That should be fun. It's red. Ooh, no, that didn't work. Go there, boy. Right. No, I can't do that. So it'd have to be. Now I'm gonna have to look into that, because yeah, I've seen red and blue, which red and green I think it is. The idea is, so it means that shipping know which way to go. So I'll just put the red ones on there for now. It might be the other side actually, but hey. Anyway, what else have I done, guys? Look at the look. I've done all the mossy stone apart from the gates. I haven't decided the gate wasn't mossy. I've put some buttresses in the side, and it all I'll show you. It all lights up at night, but I'll show you that at the end. You can see the mossy stone around there, and I talked about the buttresses being single. Well, they're now double, guys, because when I went back to it and thought I'll put this. I looked at the picture closely, and it did definitely have this overlapping, and it just looks more grand as such. So this is like normal docks. We've got docks with the Manchester Ship Canal here, which have got these buttresses in. Sometimes the wood and sometimes the stone. I put the buttress in there, and you can see all the lovely mossy stone here as well, and the buttresses on this side. And then what I've done over here, guys, is I had a bit of trouble because we're a bit restricted to some things on lighting. I think someone needs to make a lighting pack, but there's probably something in here. Let's have a look. I've got so many mods on here I never go back to see. Light. Maybe it's lamp. Maybe I could use. Oh, that's it. I could use that green and red on over there. Maybe I could do that. Okay, maybe I should look into that. So then there's a building over here, but again, remember, guys, this is nowhere near as big as the one in the film. For some reason, the one in the film was just ginormous, but I've kept it to scale to the map. I didn't want it to be overbearing, and I think it's sort of, maybe the movie's a bit too big. It's sort of for me, it's completely out of context, guys. Completely out of context. It's so big, it's just over the top compared with the rest of the park. It could have been more subtle like this. So we'll put the building on here. That will be transposed to the other side. Now I do know there's sneaky things here. There's something on this side here. I've seen it in one shot. Something comes out of here. Maybe it's a jetty. Maybe I can do a jetty here, like a pier or something like that. And then I know for a fact there's more buildings on this side here. So I'm going to leave that until I get the Blu-ray to have another look, because I've just got like it's not a sort of nearly HD copy to use online, but there we go. So I'm going to leave that for now, and maybe we put, and again, this side's got some docks, and it's also got a warehouse. Maybe I could just like start the warehouse off. It looks like a warehouse anyway. like a reception warehouse. Maybe I could bring the one in from JFK. Yeah, maybe I could bring that warehouse over. That might be good, mightn't it? But we'll see. We'll see. It seems funny that this is so high off the water that normally it's too high for normal shipping. Even the biggest ships in the world it's too high, so it has to be some sort of dock here. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is use MC Edit. I'm going to swap this one over at the other side, and then we'll come back, and I think we're nearly there for what I want to do this episode and see what it looks like. So welcome back, everybody. We are done. I'll show you in a minute, but I've just got this in full 32 chunks. Oh, I can't wait to actually upgrade this to Minecraft 1.12. Maybe I should convert the world and put it into 1.12, because then we can go 72 chunks and I'll be able to get a great view. Anyway, there's the... Oh yes, I can put the new tree in. I took the opportunity to take that horrible tree out that was in the centre of the T-Rex Kingdom. We've got the Innovation Centre, we've got the water park, we've got that hotel, it's not finished. We've got and over here we've got the magnificent gates. So we have added a load of stuff. Oh look, my dinosaurs are quite happy over here in the arena. We have added, look what we've added. Wow, we've added a fantastic complex now. I've done all sorts. Let me just switch back to the other. So yeah, we're back into 16 chunks, which means it's super fast loading times all this in. So here you go. So I swapped over, obviously I built all the stuff on the left and then swapped it over to the right, and then I've completely expanded as I will go through every sections. But let's have a look at these gates first of all, guys. This is on the way out. I think I think I'm quite happy with the true representation of the actual gates, and obviously they're open. What might be good is actually to put a submersible in it or a boat going through it, but I've just decided to leave them open because it sort of gives a lot of stuff, a lot of character to it. So on this side, remember we fixed, so on that side you've got the working system, and on that side as well you've got the system, so it looks pretty damn good in there, so you can go and have a look when you get to download this. It's not available at the moment, of course. And then we have got, we'll look at this side, so let's look at this side of the gates, the famous shot, although it's not the same, because my lake won't account for it. Maybe it's time for someone just to produce a new lake. Maybe we just have a new lake, but I've done that to be version 5, and that'll be a bit too much, so we're going to stick with this version for now. But we've got all, I never showed you this, we put new lighting on as well. It all works in the dark, as we'll show you at the end. There's the building there, which is then transposed and mirrored over to here, so the sort of station and stuff come in. We've now sort of filled this area. What I aim to do is I might end up doing, there's another building to go over here, which I'm going to leave because I can see steps leading off down from there, the back of this building down the side, and then there's something here, so I'll leave that as it is for now. But this, guys, if you remember, if you haven't seen it, this is from the InGen Secret Island. Remember the episode? If you type into my videos InGen Secret Island, and you're bound to come up with a couple of videos. We've got a secret island on the go as well, which I think we need to do a bit more in between the movies now, between this and the next one in 2021, is it 2021? So we've got lots to do on that. So here you go. So what have I done? I've pasted in this dock here. Now on the other one the dock was sticking out. I've pasted it in and then extended the dock at the end. I haven't put any cranes on yet. I was going to get a crane. In fact, it was a crane. Now that's a point. The map I loaded may be the old one. I thought I had one with a crane on. That's a good point, that is. I must go back and have a look at that, because oh no, the crane was the crane a different one? Because that would make a lot of sense to have a crane in here, just thinking. So guys, this road here goes out to meet the old Jurassic Park road. Here is the old Jurassic Park road from 1993. And obviously for this island, the road gets expanded, although what I needed to do really, I think, it took me quite a long time to do that bit, so this goes all the way around the back of the park, so maybe I should consider, and this bit here I need to make the path, see this goes around the back of here, I need to make this path higher, or I just need it to, see that needs to marry up to this access road here. Maybe I will do that access road, because that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it, to bring it down and round there. So around the back of the the back of the T-Rex Kingdom over here. There we go. That's my, remember, for those people that followed me in episode 1, that is the original part of my original map, going right back to the first, when we built the hole in the ground. So I just kept that for posterity's sake. There you go, for those so let's go back over here, guys, and show you the rest of this. So I worked out that if we were going to put the dock in, this, rather, you know, the boats won't be able to go in and out of the lagoon, only for purposes. So this would be the offload station. I haven't what I might end up doing yet. When we get the DVD out, this might extend bigger. I might actually just literally, it's easy now for me to extend. I'll just get MC Edit, extend this out, and then move that across, because we've got loads to play with over here. I could make it go much closer to the road, to be brutally honest, and I could take this out here. But we'll just leave that as is, and it's we'll get the time set day as well. Get it back to daylight, and then we can do the night time in a minute. So stuff gets offloaded, and remember we did these raptor boxes here, got these raptor cages. I thought they since I've made them, they're really, you know, they do work. Keep pasting these in, or made small dino cages as such. And then what I did was, because wagons might have to go up top, I literally just did ramps up here. I was going to do another building on top, but the turning circle wasn't it. But there's another building here, so maybe I might, this might be a different type of build. I may put a building here, but not today. That's what I've done, because I've just put this roof area on top, so that made it quite easy to look at. One more thing is this gate, which I forgot to tell you about, what literally links up with the back of the Mosasaurus arena, which I probably should change a bit, because was it just the front seats? Was it just the people in the front seats that went down, or the back seats? I can't remember. Did the whole lot go down? I think they probably did on hydraulics. So maybe I should actually close the back up, really, apart from the walkway. But never mind, it's all good fun. So there you go, 2 days work. This has been one of my biggest builds, to say the least, and I'm very happy how it's turned out. It looks a bit, although it, you know, as to say, there's now some conjecture where the gates are, but we know this river, the Southerly River here, exists on the original Jurassic Park map, and that's why it's out here, literally being created as per that, and then that goes out to the sea over there. So I hope you like that video, guys. I hope you like this. This is not available for download yet. It won't be available till the autumn once we do some more builds, guys, so please don't ask for it. So yeah, sorry, I forgot the nighttime bit as well. Here's what it looks like at night. Pretty full building. Yeah, so it's all lit up for over there. I know it looks a bit funny with the lighting, but that's the only way you can actually light up the whole world at night. It's something that we've had to do throughout the whole world, as I said, but at least it's all lit up. A bit not so happy about the lighting on the top, but it's quite nice. I could leave it in the dark. And then the only time is, shall we make it so we actually make it rain? Shall we actually make it rain to make it look like, yes, there we go. Let's have a look at that over here. As such. Yeah. So there's the rain and horriblest, that's what I say. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much indeed for watching. As I say, I've got over 280 Minecraft dinosaur videos and loads of other animal videos as well. So if you like that sort of thing and you're new to the channel, please go and sub to me and go back and have a look through my catalogue. There we go. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.